Hi Aries, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Aries, this is your general reading starting today, Tuesday, the 5th of the 5th, which is a very, very special day. I do apologize that I didn't upload your video yesterday. My little boy was not having any of it yesterday. He just needed his mommy a bit. And so I just canceled whatever I was doing yesterday and just really needed to be present with him. But today we're having a different day. So here I am, and I don't think that there's a coincidence that I'm doing your reading specifically today on the 5th of the 5th. Not to go too deep into it, but some say it's the major, it's the vastest, it's the biggest, grandest, do all the big words, opening that we have in mankind, that it has sort of happened so far. It's like a portal times 100, and there's some sort of shift to it. And I don't know, I was feeling a bit weird last night, and I was just trying to be next to my boy. Like, he had trouble sleeping last night, and it just hits me. Oh my God. I was like, I felt really weird as well, and I felt strange, and I just tried to be with him because he was out of sorts. And not until I say that now, I realize, well, he was out of sorts too. Duh. Bless my heart. I learned to say bless my heart and not to be so judgmental of myself. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that one. So you might feel something going on right now, but not really understand what it's about. You might feel emotional. You might feel angry. You might feel out of sorts. You might feel labile, as I would say, ambivalent. What is that in English? Ambivalent? Ambivalent. I think it's the same thing, isn't it? Just like a roller coaster feeling, a bit up and down, and all around, depending, of course, on how strong and how settled into your energy you are. Like, if you're really, really calm, cool, and collected, it won't affect you all that much. But there's an opening happening, and it can mean so many different things. I won't get deeper into that. I wish that I had some time to do like a full reading on just the 5th of the 5th and what I personally feel around it. Not that I have too much. You can go read about it. I'm sure there's a gazillion things on YouTube. There's a gazillion things that you can Google about it. Just stay true to who you are and what it means for you. Sometimes I feel like it's being a bit too much of everything out there. And I personally just like to gather the information from the inside. So with that said, I've asked for your most inspirational, uplifting, and guiding message that I can find for you at this time. And I'm going to do this reading here on YouTube, and then if you feel drawn to it, you can come to the extended. And I just want to say that I lowered the price right now because I know that there's a lot of people that are in struggle with finances and maybe not having a job, and to at least maybe afford the extended for a while, and then I'll decide whether I raise it again or to keep it that low, or but yeah, I lowered it a bit at least. So check that out if you want to. I'm just gonna now dive into reading Aries for the very near future, what's going on with you. Oh, and I forgot to say that I incorporate the numbers. So today's date is all about change and life path, which is really super cool. We're looking at change and life path. So what for Aries in terms of change and life path? That's a big one. Change and life path can be anything. There we go. I saw what that was. And I'm using the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. It's not a typical tarot reading. I just keep saying that, repeating that, but I think it's important because you might be like, you might not understand what I do if you see something that is really clearly this thing in tarot, and then I say something completely different. It's just that I'm using the images to get my own intuition going, and And that's that. And I basically use more color and number and just a feeling around things. And just a message that I get from within. That one just worked itself out there. That was interesting. And it's a 5. So we have a strong 5 for you. So the first card. What? I do apologize. The program reverses the cards, the images of the cards. So just don't bother too much. It's this 13 on top. So we have new beginnings, and it's like passion, creativity, joy, fun. And combining those two is number 4, which is all about the heart, about the foundation. Foundation around a lot of things right now. Like it could be for anything. And then it says transformation. If you could read it, it says transformation on the bottom. And so yes, with change and life path, and today being such a grand opening for so many things globally, universally, almost, it feels like. There's a feeling of completely just letting the past go. Or you're being not asked to do that, because you're not being asked to do anything. You're being asked to consider to let everything from the past go. You need to look into your own like personal growth, personal evolution, to see whatever that means. I mean, it's with this huge transformation, I feel like you're almost being pushed to do it. But I just want to make clear that you're never being pushed to do anything that you don't initially have asked to do. Like you really, really want to see some sort of evidence of something, some sort of result of something. And then it's like you maybe you don't manage to get there yourself. It's like you want to get there, but you don't know how to do it. And then sometimes it feels like we're almost getting pushed into certain situations, certain circumstances for you to be able to sort it out. Okay, so there's some sort of type of big transformation that is going on in your life as we speak, and that can mean within anything and everything. And it's like a little push. It's like we're doing this now. So between the universal board, the border around this card is black, so it's like a universe card backing you up with the heart centered. It's a new beginning, it's a transformation. We have change, we have life path, and this grand opening today. So there's a shift happening for you now. And so if you feel some sort of what the freak is going on, just sort of settle in as much as you can to yourself. Meditate if that helps you. Anchor in as best as you can, as best as you know how to do so, like how you found your calm and your collected version of yourself. And drink a lot of water. The water just balances everything out. And then we have number 7, which is all about a completion when it comes to you've been wanting, again, it's a similar energy, wanting to see some sort of result. You've been working towards something. This is not like a week old. This is like something you've been wanting to see for quite a while. And we've reached the fruit of it. We've reached to finally put it together, to finally meet the people, to have it come together, to finally see the result of it, to have the very idea being displayed in a way that you see that is starting to now unfold physically and practically. And also it's a blue border, and so the blue border is speaking about how and it's so green also, like the complete card is very green. You're dressed in green, and the backdrop is green, and it's so with the blue border there, which is all about the throat energy center, which is speaking about the authenticity, the truest version of yourself. Like for instance, if you want to have like some sort of collaboration with somebody, you're most, it's like you're interested so much in the product, so much in the actual business idea of it. Like that's cool and all, but how are the people? Like you're so interested to find out Is it an authentic organization? Is it trustworthy? Is it truthful? Is it honest? Is it pure? Is that type of thing? And it's not so much that you want to find out whether it is, or if this is a relationship for you, or if this is just a hobby that you want to do. It feels like it doesn't really matter what you're getting yourself into right now. It sounds like you're getting yourself into a mess, but it's not that at all. It just feels like whatever you're approaching, whatever you're getting yourself involved in, you want to feel truthful, and you want every single thing of the thing. That's so much wisdom in that. You want the thing of the thing to be so authentic. And then there's some sort of, I'm slightly drawn to it, is this deception and envy. I don't think that you're being fooled, and I don't think that you're fooling somebody else. I just feel like with the deception and envy, wherever you're going right now, wherever, like, so you have to figure this one out, whether this is you or whether this is you towards somebody else or somebody else towards you. If you feel like somebody is really being envious, or like really feeling like you're having things or you're doing things that they're envious of, or you are looking at somebody else or somebody else's organization or somebody else's relationship or just somebody else, and feeling envious of what they're doing, you just have to feel which one of those it is, because I pick up the energy around it, but it's not so much or so strong that it's like almost not worth talking about, but it's still worth talking about it because it is there. And I think it's a little tiny crux that is sitting between you and, so if this is somebody else being envious of you, or somebody else is sort of, you're feeling that they're not liking the rapid pace that you're moving forward in now, or the way that you're doing things, like how it's so authentic to you, it might bother somebody else that is so, it might not bother somebody else that it's so authentic to you, but it might bother somebody else that you're doing it so your way that it's sort of, I don't know, it gets in their face a bit, or vice versa. It's still an active energy, an active vibration, that if it's towards you, you sort of just have to shake it. You sort of just have to, yeah, so what? I'm doing me now, and I'm doing whatever works for me, and I just want to be the most authentic, truthful version of myself, and that's how it is. And so deal with it. You don't have to be snarky about it. You don't have to be like a bully about it. You just continue to do you. If it's you being envious towards somebody else, you can just back down a bit, reorganize, regroup yourself, and understand that there's the only reason somebody else is envious of you, or the only reason you're envious of somebody else, is because you're thinking that there's something that they're having that you can't have, or they're thinking there's something that you're having or doing or being that they can't have. And that is just not true. Facts is that whatever you send out has to come back. It's just the way it is. And so try as best you can to sort of regroup and understand, whatever anybody else is doing, it might be sort of an inspiration to you to move forward with whatever you want to do. Sort of makes it clearer for you who you are and what you want to sort of see more of in your world. But also that you just really don't need that type of energy. You just really don't. It's so light that you sort of just need to go, oh, okay, never mind then. I'm gonna let it go. This is like taking your gloves off. This is the mask is coming off. It's being the truthful version of you. There's no more games. I feel like you're sick of playing games. Maybe sick of showing a side to you that is not you. Or you're sick of holding back. Like you're sick of holding back who you truthfully are. And then with the number 5, so we have a strong 5 there with the today's date of 5 and the month of 5, so it's 555. strong portal opening, change in life path. It says the throat chakra here. So it's exactly what I just talked about. And so you really are working on this. We really are in our throat, and we're thinking about things, thinking about how we're saying it, thinking about whether to say something, thinking about whether to not say something. Just completely being around this most authentic, truthful version of yourself, and you're really working on it. So there might, if you're not fully aligned here, you might have some issues with your throat right now. If you're fully aligned here, you will feel like a power. You're starting to take back a certain power that you haven't had in a while. And it's interesting because no matter how we switch and swap it around, we have a black border here, and then we have a blue border, and then we have black border with the blue. So it's a lot about the universe, like the truth of it all is what. Where did I put that? There. Okay, what else for Aries? Aries. There you go. Oh wow. So so we have number 6. This is you're on a really good path. You're on a really good journey right now. You're choosing love, the whole type of love. Like you're dressed in green here on the first card, and you're dressed in green on the second card. And the third card is dealing with your most authentic version of yourself, which the second card also is talking about. So this is like number 6 is all about the complete love, the totality of you, the connection between you and your inner being, your highest, most truthful version. And it's like, I don't know, it feels really, do you see how the sun is really coming through here? It's like you're almost talking to the sun or bringing through the sun. Like wherever, like it's really cloudy. Well, I don't care. I'm bringing through the sun. This is a really tricky situation. I don't care. There's a solution somewhere here. That is probably not going to work. I think it's going to work for me. Like there's a determination on your part right now, and it's a spiritual border. So it's like the universe is really backing you up. I think you feel that you're more in alignment with the universe than you have been in maybe forever, but in a really long time. Like you feel like maybe after all you are supported. If there's been a debate for you and you wonder like if you feel all alone in this world and there's no help, I think lately you're starting to feel the support more. It's this victory and success on the bottom, and there's something to it that you're making this grand transformation now. You're sort of showing your true colors a bit more, listening more to what truly is truthful for you and authentic for you, and not caring too much about what other people think, and leaving other people more and more alone as well. Like letting, yes, if they want to be envious of you, then let them. If you want to be envious of them, take a step back and just understand what a marvelous journey you're upon. It's going to bring you to victory and success. You're going to see it come together. But I think Aries, we talked about this a while back. There's something about it, this particular transformation, this particular stepping into something new now, it's a solo journey. It's like you keep being dragged back to other people. You keep being like, should I work with those people or those people? Or should I, like maybe you're looking for a partner, maybe you're looking for a group of people to work with, however this is. And it's like, it's coming out as a reminder that this time around, you'll do it alone. Love begins. I feel like this, it might be for another person. It might be for another person, but I feel like this is for you, Aries. It's like, we're having the love for yourself first. It's the new beginning. Again, and number 1, new beginnings. And we're with the number 6, which is the totality of you, with the authenticity here, with the transformation, with all that green. And the green is all about the heart chakra. And number 4, which is all about the heart, like building a new foundation. I feel like this is you. You're completely and utterly stepping into this gorgeous new found loving place for yourself, and you just started to pour into it, like you've just started to, if it's like 2 days old, it's like you just started to, okay, what works for me? What's best for me? What can I do in a day that is more loving towards myself, that is not so judgmental? I started out saying, bless my heart, and I meant that, but it feels like now that could have been for you as well. So to not be so judgmental of yourself, but really, really be in this green, the whole type of love, the very allowing type of love towards yourself, to be sort of more stable and balanced within yourself. And from that point, from the authentic, the pure, true, honest, whole type of place, start your journey. It's like it's a fresh new start. Okay, I'm going to continue to pull cards in the extended, so if you feel drawn to this, then you probably will be drawn to the extended as well, or whatever's in it. If this is where we go our separate ways, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading. Take care, Aries. Bye.